Welcome back. My name is Leon Best, and I'm on staff with Campus Crusade for Christ. And on this Heritage Day, I have the opportunity to invite some friends to share with you about their heritage and how it brought them to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I hope that their stories will encourage you to share your family stories and share the gospel with others.
My name is Henk Bekes, and I was born in Johannesburg, South Africa.
So my name is David Klute. I am or was born in South Africa in a province called the Northern Cape, in a town called Springbok, in a section or area of the Northern Cape, of the province that I was born, is called Namakwaland.
Ancestry has both genetic and cultural aspects. We are culturally influenced by our ancestors who have passed their culture down to us. Sort these ancestry cards by those which are true for you.
Which cards are true of me? So this is interesting. This just gives you a window into the complexity of my heritage. But anyway, so my ancestors were the earliest inhabitants to live here. My ancestors came here many generations ago. That should tell you. My ancestors did not choose to come here. My parents were or are from different cultural backgrounds. I don't know where my ancestors came from. My ancestors believed or did things I don't agree with.
Yeah, thank you for asking me, and it was really interesting to see this and to think about it more. But yeah, to sum it up, looking at South Africa and the demographic, I just realized that I'm probably not from here. And yeah, but I don't know. It's not like my dad came over here or even my grandfather. They were all born here. So that's the first card. So they must have came here generations ago. And the second card, yeah, but I don't really know where they came from. I just know that they're not from here. Uh, I'm grateful for the values that I see in my family, and respect for other people, and also a little saying that people know, a boer maak 'n plan, which is a farmer makes a plan. So yeah, we as a people, we're always ready to make a plan B.
Yeah. I think I'm grateful for the many faithful Christian men and women in my family who served both the church, the gospel, and their families very well. They left a pretty good legacy for the generations after, for me and my siblings, cousins, nieces, and everybody else, of what a faithful, I think, just person or witness looks like in terms of service to the church, service towards and stewardship of family and other responsibilities that we have with regards to work and commitments to people. I am particularly also grateful for my grandparents, because despite the many difficulties that they had, especially the socioeconomic difficulties, and raising us with not much, they instilled within us values, moral values that I still have and still hold dear to this day. And also they gave us a sense of pride in our ethnic heritage. There was something very unique and special about that, in that they raised us to understand the complexity of our people, but also of who we are, and that we have value, and that we are people made with dignity and made in the image of God.
Yeah, I wish I knew from where exactly they came, when they came to South Africa, what kind of history did they have with faith, what kind of church they went to, or their beliefs. And yeah, just I've kind of wondered, like, did they have any part in any war or part of apartheid? But I don't know. But I wish I knew a bit more of these things.
So my ancestors have passed on to me an appreciation for community, for family, respect for your elders, and the value of, I think, God's creation in nature, not just in being humans, but also in nature, and the beauty of nature, and the essence and the essential value of nature for our flourishing and human life, and how we steward that life. Because my family, we've owned a farm. I've hunted when I was growing up, believe it or not, and that was not with guns or any firearms. We made the weapons that we hunted with, and that's part of the legacy that I enjoy, that for my people in Amaqualand. That.
Yeah, I think he definitely loves them and created them. If I think of scriptures that specifically also impacted my heart, is where Jesus he ate with the sinners, and when people ask, why do you do that, he's like, it's these people that need me. And just to see his heart for all people. I just know that whoever my ancestors were, I'm sure that God loves them.
Yes, so I believe in God, and I believe God created and loves my ancestors. I think within the Judeo-Christian faith, the reason why I have or hold that view, that I believe in a God and that He loves my ancestors, despite the history of my ancestors, knowing that God is sovereign, I think the Christian faith is the most coherent and consistent religion that makes sense of the brokenness and the complexity of the world, and especially my own heritage. Because Christianity, I think, answers life's biggest questions and most difficult questions. You think of human origin, you think of human flourishing, joy, happiness, suffering, death, spirituality, the natural, the physical, and the spiritual, how that relates, especially within an African context. Eternity, what happens after I die? And so I think Christianity gives me the most satisfactory answers above when I survey all other religions, to make sense of who I am. It helps me make sense of human sin and how sinful people are capable of the things that they're capable of man stealing and destroying other people's heritage. But then knowing that there's a God who opposes that and says that I have in me, you have the fullness of what it means to be human, and you can claim your humanity in me through my son Jesus. I think when I discovered that what Christianity offers, it just opened my world to so much more, giving me dignity, giving me value, giving me a sense of purpose, meaning in life, while answering all these difficult questions of identity and heritage that I have.
I would like to thank Hank and David for sharing about their ancestors on our Activate Heritage Day special. I hope this segment encouraged you to learn more about your heritage as a bridge to share the gospel. We desire Hebrews 12:1 to be true in your life. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us.